Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here to more Fan Fridays. So this is actually looking to be pretty cool. We got an obvious Trick Room team into the Scrafty, into Clefairy, and then a Marowak. Now the thing is, I'm a big fan of Marowak under the Trick Room. It gets the thick club item, which means that it gets a ridiculous amount of attack, and it really just needs to be under the Trick Room to hold that thought for a second. Just needs to be under that Trick Room, and then, like, now it's outspeeding everything, and then it's destroying everything. Intimidate's not really going to work from the Scrafty on this team, so yeah, Scrafty is going to switch out, and we are going to go into the Marowak immediately. But how is that supposed to work? And then Klefki going to switcheroo. Klefki is going to give Aromatisse the Choice Scarf, and Noivern is going to U-turn out. So U-turn headed for the Scrafty, hit Marowak instead. And now that it's scarfed, what happens? Because, okay, that's going to be into the Trick Room, which is a bit of a problem after that. Like, Aromatisse wants to do other supportive things, but at least the Trick Room's still happening this turn. So Marowak gets to do its thing, and we know that Klefki doesn't have an air balloon or anything because it just used the swap, and now it has a Citrus Berry. So the Earthquake from Marowak is going to be a pretty strong hit. Marowak has the Lightning Rod, though, so it's just going to take in that Thunder Wave, and there's a Fire Punch instead. Okay, that did enough. Right. But okay, so I mean, that's something to consider right there. And Marowak is also a defensive Pokemon, so it can take those hits. That's cool. Yeah, the opponent's does not have a legitimate team right there. So Clefairy has Follow Me. So just in case, oh yeah, that's okay. So Marowak's gonna Rock Slide. Mamoswine isn't going to be able to do anything because Clefairy just used Follow Me. Mamoswine's gonna flinch. Hawlucha, we get the double flinch as well. This is really interesting because, like, yeah, the Fire Punch, Thick Club just doubles the attack. So Fire Punch gets to do a lot of damage even though it's not an Earthquake. And then Marowak gets to go and Rock Slide. So that's going to be Mamoswine getting flinched and Hawlucha. Wow, 4 flinches in a row. As for how much it mattered, probably not a lot. Like, depending, like, Clefairy in theory could just keep on following me and then never really have to worry about anything. And then Rock Slide gets the clear. So Mamoswine, there's the Ice Shard. Tries to Wise Up and then outspeed, not worry about the flinch. Doesn't matter because Clefairy is a tank. And then Rock Slide will finish off Hawlucha and Mamoswine. Then we go into Noivern. Noivern goes down to Rock Slide. And wow, this was a quick battle. So, as I was saying about Marowak really wanting to be under Trick Room, it works out. So, actually, Dimension's going to return to normal, but it's a Clefairy, so Follow Me. Noivern doesn't do anything to Marowak. Marowak just wrecks with a one-shot on the Rock Slide, unless there's something else I'm missing from this Marowak. Okay. Let's go and do some numbers and stuff, but the battle's pretty much over right now, so we will cut ahead to the next one now. So here is what we are dealing with. Yeah, Marowak just has no speed, but also some decent tankiness. Like, it ate up that high jump kick because it has a 110 defense, so that does really well. And then Marowak's attack is also pretty solid, especially when we get into that Thick Club. We can see the damage come through into Helping Hand. Nothing's going to really survive a neutral Earthquake after that point. But also, I learned something fun, that apparently Thick Club doesn't work with just Marowak. It also works with Cubone. So, if you guys want to do a little cup, you know, your Cubone's actually going to hurt a lot. Let's scroll up just a bit. So, yeah, there we go. Stats 112 at level 50 and then 218 at level 100. So it starts to hit like a real Pokemon, and it's even slower, so Trick Room works better. But let's get into the next battle from Kevin as well. What else is there to say? Like, we just get to watch some fun stuff as we go. Breloom, Klefki. Hey, it's another Klefki. And it's Scrafty. So Scrafty, this is what Scrafty is made for. It fakes out. Breloom doesn't get to do anything, and then you get the Trick Room set up because that's how it works. Look at that. Oh, that's great. So yeah, Scrafty didn't want to deal with the last opening, but with this, it's going to be a little different. Klefki, though, Dazzling Gleam. Scrafty's going to take some good damage, but not enough to really be threatened, even though it is a 4-time super effective hit. So, strange offensive Klefki right there. And since Breloom got shut down, the Trick Room does the thing, and now we get to see Marowak just switching in the Marowak. That is bold. Klefki going to Toxic onto the Aromatisse, and then we're going to see what Breloom is up to. Mach Punch. Kind of. It would do some good damage on the Scrafty, but not enough. And then the skill swap. Oh, that is dirty. Now we have a Prankster Aromatisse. That is about as devastating as it could get. That's Prankster Heal Pulse. That's Prankster whatever other status this thing's got. Oh, that's just going to be a straight up Moonblast on the Breloom. Breloom's a frail Pokemon. It will not be able to survive. And now Marowak gets to do things too. Fire Punch. Okay. I haven't seen the Earthquake, and that is like freaking me out. Because I expect Marowak to just be like, Thick Club Earthquake, wipe the field, except Aromatisse probably wouldn't like the Earthquake now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, you do have an allied Pokemon you kind of can't kill. Okay, so that's going to be Chandelure and Starmie. Interesting right there. That makes me think, like, a Telepathy Trick Room Pokemon could be even better for this. Moonblast not really going to do too much. And there's the Earthquake. Now, not really caring, and then done. So, crits the Aromatisse. That goes down. Just, Marowak doesn't even care. He wants all the glory for himself. Knocks out everything around him, and that is going to be the game. Let's check out one more battle as well. This time it's kind of the same team, except it goes into Groudon. So, that could get silly. And then there's also Mawile. Okay, so yeah. I like how there's so many Pokemon that synergize the Trick Room really well, and then Trick Room is just that good. So I'm guessing with Aromatisse, it works because it has the Aroma Veil, so you don't have to worry about getting taunted. But then there's also Pokemon like Telepathy that'll let you Earthquake freely, and this is different. It's just straight up leading into the Marowak. But also there's Gengar, so the Levitate could be a bit of an issue. This is going to be interesting to see how this like actually works. So Aromatisse going to switch out, does not want to deal with this. Goes into the Groudon to cancel out the water, which actually protects Marowak, so Marowak gets to stay in and do whatever it wants. But it doesn't have the Trick Room, so it's kind of like buying itself a pseudo Trick Room for this turn by like canceling out what the opponent can do. So that's a play that can be made right there for sure. And now we are going to see Gengar with the taunt. That's why I feel like if Marowak had Protect, you were just okay using Protect in the Trick Room because the Aroma Veil protects you from taunt. But the Fire Punch onto Gengar. Oh my goodness, Marowak does so much damage, but also because of the intense sunlight, because of the Groudon, just making this even stronger. And I don't think the opponent knows how primals work, because he just tried the Origin Pulse again. It's like, nah, man, you got outplayed. Take the outplay. Cresselia is going to Skill Swap, and that is going to refresh that Origin Pulse, that is going to refresh the Primordial Sea. So the opponent maybe mistiming it then, but now Fire type's going to fizzle out. Because of that, Groudon's going to switch out. Are you switching out Marowak as well, or is it holding on to the Protect? What is going on? Cresselia's Helping Hand, that is going to be a damage boost. Marowak has a Protect. Is Aromatisse that tanky? But I guess maybe you could also use it just to buy an extra turn to maybe get Groudon in there, do something before Cresselia gets the skill swap again. Oh, Aromatisse actually tanks it up pretty well. Marowak will switch out, doesn't really get to do much. Groudon comes in. It's like, if the opponent gets the prediction, that'd be pretty crazy. But also, that is a turn for the Aromatisse to do something. So Kyogre's Origin Pulse doesn't get to do anything for Sully. Yeah, I think the opponent is is missing the skill swap timing or something. So the Primordial Sea will be refreshed. Bit of like silliness and mind games. Oh no, the extra skill swap, anti-counter skill swap, field swap, condition swap. That is how you ruin an opponent's day right there. You will never come back from this level of tilt and into the confidence of the Helping Hand, but it is an Ice Beam, not an Origin Pulse. Groudon takes the damage and then throws out the Precipice Blades. Cresselia has Levitate, and the damage onto Kyogre is okay. Just okay. But Aromatisse has Trick Room, so that means a skill swap could come into play again. Groudon's not that slow, but the Moonblast going to hit Cresselia for a little bit of damage, but then you just could Precipice Blades again, and then the Origin Pulse doesn't matter because now, or anything doesn't matter because you just knock out the Kyogre before it gets to do anything, and then Primordial Sea goes away. So that's fine. Precipice Blades is fine. Kyogre has Levitate though. Wait, right. The swappage has gone back and forth so much, so now Kyogre's actually surviving the Precipice Blades because of that. Cresselia trades its life to go down, but it had the okay, yeah, that's right, because Kyogre isn't the bearer of the ability anymore, so whatever Pokemon went down, it was just going to remove the Primordial Sea anyway. And now we still have Trick Room. Kyogre has Levitate. Marowak can, like, Rock Slide now again. And then, so much to think about. And then, or you could just Earthquake, and then Mawile can take out the Kyogre with a Play Rough. Like, you Mega Play Rough, Kyogre's gone. Earthquake, Muck is gone. Except, Marowak's slower than Mawile, so you don't want to Earthquake. Weird stuff. Let's just see how this turn goes. Yeah, I guess you just have to do the Rock Slide. Maybe get some hacks, maybe just finish off the Kyogre. Throw in the Play Rough for extra measure, and then Muck is pretty easy to pick up by itself. That works. So Mawile, oh no, the double Rock Slide. That's just filthy. Kyogre goes down anyway. Muck has an incredibly high chance of flinching right now. And Muck is going to flinch after the double Rock Slide. And now this battle ends however you choose it to end. All the opponent forfeits though. Wow, okay, that battle was weird, but in like a crazy, cool way and stuff. And then you also, the other battles were pretty fun. We had like mega hacks, we had cool finish, and then we just get to see like Marowak does a lot of damage. It just comes in, Thick Club doesn't matter because it has a ridiculous amount of attack, and then, or Thick Club does matter, and then whatever you use doesn't matter. So it has Protect, Earthquake, Fire Punch, Rock Slide, gets the work done, and it's just going to get potentially crazier with Alolan Marowak. We don't know that Pokemon's stats, but Alolan Marowak is the hype right now. So if you guys enjoy the video, hope you guys get ready for some more Fan Fridays.